Hey guys, and welcome to Pheas Airsoft, where today we've got the CYMA CM.351 versus the MP003B in a battle of the pump action shotguns. So a quick note on safety: if I'm unboxing, shooting down range, doing disassemblies, I always make sure I'm nice and safe. So I've always got eye protection on just in case something happens. Make sure mags are out and empty, and obviously unless I'm doing the shooting. Obviously that's using chrono, and make sure that there's no ammunition left in anything as well. So make sure you're doing the same. Hi guys, and welcome back. If you do enjoy this content today, please do like and subscribe because you're going to be really helping me out. So hopefully you see my recent two unboxings of this, the MP003B and the CYMA CM.351 shotguns. These are two budget options for pump action shotguns for people that want to get into this. So we're going to do a little bit of a head-to-head and just give you opinions comparing them together. So the first thing I'm going to look at is the price. So the MP003 was only £15 at the absolute most, which is an absolute bargain price for what is a pretty damn good shotgun. So it came with three 14-round mags. Each shot is a single BB. It was putting out about 270 to 280 FPS, and it's got a hop adjuster as well, so you can adjust the hop and a speed loader as well. So pretty bargain price and some decent specs to it. Range on a 0.25 gram BB, we're getting about 40 plus meters. The 351 then, by comparison, is about £35, so it's sort of just over double the cost of the MP003. It only came with a single 30-round shell, which gives you 10 shots out of it. It claimed to be 250 FPS. It was actually doing about 350 FPS, and it's got a non-adjustable hop. But it certainly looks the part, it looks mean, it looks nasty and aggressive, as does the MP003. Now, next thing we'll look at is the range comparison side by side. So putting the pistol grips together, you got a slight extension off the back on the CYMA, and at the front the MP003 has got a slightly longer front end by a couple of inches at the very most. So there's very little in it sort of in terms of length of the overall weapons. Aesthetically, the handle on the 351 is definitely chunkier and thicker. If you like me, have got big hands, that's definitely a little bit more comfortable to hold than the significantly slimmer MP003. The CYMA has got a far tougher pump when you are pumping it to set the piston. The MP003 has a much lighter pump, obviously, which you would expect in the significantly reduced FPS in the MP003 over the 351. Now, where am I going with this? I'm going to pick a win out of this because I feel that the MP003 is the better option for several reasons. One, it's half the price of the CYMA. Half the price. You know, the fact that I can get two of these and have a little bit of money left over for the cost of one of these, it makes a big difference. I might even be able to afford an extra couple of mags to go with it as well, although the two of them would come with 6 in total from these. There's nothing wrong per se with the CYMA at all, and potentially could last longer internally than the MP003. But the fact that I can get two of these for the same price says a lot to me. And being a Yorkshireman, and I'm always for value for money, you know, the fact that I can get double the number of guns for the same price as that one, that speaks volumes to me. I do like the, obviously, multiple mags as well. And the speed loader, they both came with a speed loader, which is great. Now, the next feature is the hop unit. Now, this has got an adjustable hop, so you can choose which kind of weight of BBs you want to run in there, and you can set the hop accordingly. The 0.2s were a little bit inconsistent. The 0.25 grams were much better and more consistent, but you're only going to fire one BB at a time, which means this 14-round mag gives you 14 shots before you're empty. The CYMA, on the other hand, with its fixed hop, although that's not necessarily a bad thing, you are going to be stuck for weightings. 0.2 gram BBs are going to go sky high every single time, which, just to clarify, if you are in a CQB setting, that's not a bad thing. You know, you're going to be at very short distances. those ranges you don't need 40 metres or even really 30 metres in most CQB settings. Some will have big sort of warehouse open spaces where that range will be needed, but more often than not, you're in tight close quarter battles. That fixed hop then is going to force you towards the 0.25 grams or maybe even 0.28 gram BBs, which some people don't want to buy, or have around just specifically for one set gun. So that could put people off. Whereas the MP003 is far less selective because you can set the hop, and I do like that feature. Now, they are both excellent, and either one people would be really, really happy with. But for me, the out-and-out winner is the MP003, purely because of the price and the adjustable hop. I just feel like it's the better option. It was a lower FPS than stated. On Taiwan Gun it did say 330 FPS, and it's 270 to 280. That's not a bad thing in CQB. You're that close to people, you don't need to be hurting them with 350 FPS. You're going to be a few meters away. They're going to feel 270 to 280 FPS very easily. 350 might be a little bit excessive for close quarters. Either one of them would serve you well in woodland with a little bit of fieldcraft going off and stuff. You'd be happy with either one. But my out-and-out winner is definitely the MP003, and I would recommend people to get it. Now, again, like I said in the unboxings of these two videos, I would love to hear from people that have got either of these and run them for multiple game days, because I'd love to know how well they're holding up, if they're still running, if there's been any issues, because I just don't have them for the amount of time to sort of get those sort of bits of information from them at all. Hope that's been useful to you. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have enjoyed it or you found it useful, please do like and subscribe, because you'll be really helping me out. And I will see you next time. Bye.